We have just used the segment addition postulate. Now we're going to look at the angle addition postulate. Your essential question is, how do I apply the angle addition postulate? Your learning intention, I'm learning to apply the angle addition postulate. So for your warm-up, find x and find all the missing measures. Pause the video now and see if you can find x on your own. Well, I do hope you tried. The segment addition says that the whole length is equal to the sum of its two parts. That means that 39 is equal to 9x plus 7 minus 3x plus 20. Combine your like terms. 39 is equal to 6x. 9x minus 3x is 6x. 7 plus 20 is 27. So it's 6x plus 27. Now we are ready to solve. Subtract 27 from both sides. 12 is equal to 6x. Divide both sides by 6. And x is equal to 2. Okay, I found x. Do I want to sub in? Which one do I want to go in first? It doesn't matter. So if I'm looking at 9 times 2 plus 7, I'm using this one here. 18 plus 7, and that is equal to 25. This length is 25. To find this one, I can either put 2 in here and it would be negative 6 plus 20, which would be 14. Or I could say 39 minus 25 leaves me with what? Once again, you get 14. So if you didn't try this one, the first one on your own, pause the video and see if you can do the second one on your own. Well, I hope you understood how to do them. The whole is equal to the sum of the two pieces. X plus 10 is equal to 5 plus 2x plus 6. X plus 10 is equal to 2x plus 11. 5 plus 6 is 11. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. And I've got 10 is equal to x plus 11. Subtract 11 from both sides. And negative 1 is equal to x. So negative 1 plus 10 is 9. 2 times negative 1, well, 9 minus 5 is 4. Or 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, plus 6 is 4. Either way, you'll get 4. Now, what is the angle addition postulate? Remember, I said that the whole length of the segment was equal to the sum of its two parts, or more parts. It could have more than two. The angle addition postulate is the same idea. The sum of two adjacent angles is equal to the measure of the angle they form. The sum of two adjacent angles is equal to the measure of the angle that they form. Okay, so you've got two adjacent angles, they add up to the bigger angle. It should make sense because they occupy the same space. So how do we apply it? Okay, if the measure of angle AOC is 114, what is x and what are the missing angle measures? The whole is equal to the sum of their parts. So 114 degrees is equal to 3x minus 4 degrees plus 5x minus 2 degrees. (114) is equal to 3x plus 5x is 8x. Negative 4 minus 2 more is negative 6. Okay, it's time to solve for x. Whoops, here's my... Got carried away there, didn't I? Good thing this is erasable. The opposite of subtracting 6 is to add 6. That eliminates. I'm going to add 6 here. 114 plus 6 is 120 is equal to 8x. Now I divide both sides by 8. (120) divided by 8 gives me 15. So 15 is equal to x. Okay, we've still got two more to find. We still need to find both measures of both angles. So if I take 3x minus 4 is equal to 3 times 15 minus 4, which is equal to 41. So this one is 41 degrees. Now, for the other one, there's two different ways you can do it. 114 minus 41, or substitution like we just did. How are you going to do it? Depends on which way you like the best. So I'm going to use substitution. 5 times 15 minus 2. Using my calculator. 5 times 15 minus 2 gives me 73. I also could have done 114 minus 41, and I still would have gotten 73. Both ways work. Whichever one appeals to you is the way you will use. Okay. We've got two pieces here. Can you put those expressions in the correct spot on the diagram? Because whenever we do a diagram, we want to make sure that we identify correctly what's going on. So if I'm looking at this, POQ, 6x minus 11. QOR, 4x minus 25, and that's all in degrees. So if we're looking at this, the total of the two is 124 degrees. That's what you add them up, that's what you get. Can you set up the equation now? $124 is equal to 6x minus 11 plus 4x minus 25. Collect your like terms. 124 is equal to 6x plus 4x is 10x. Negative 11 minus 25 more, they're both negative, so you add them together. 11 plus 25 is 36. Keep that negative sign, minus 36. Now we are ready to solve for x. Add 36 to both sides. You end up with, okay, that'd be 10, carry a 1, that would be 60. Well, that would be 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 60, and add your 1 is equal to 10x. Divide both sides by 10. And 16 is equal to x. But I'm not done yet. I've still got to find those two angles. So I'm going to take 6x minus 11. That gives me 6 times 16 minus 11. And I get 85. So the first one's 85 degrees. Now for the second one, I can simply do 124 minus 85 gives me 39. Okay, let's see what happens if I put it in the equation. Okay, 4 times 16 minus 25 is also 39. So whichever way seems the most reasonable, seems the easiest to you, is what you're going to use. Okay, now we are looking at another problem. This time the measure of LON, the whole thing, LON, is 155. The measure of MON is 3x plus 14. The measure of LOM is 4x minus 20. Pause the video. Write the expressions in the correct spot on your diagram and set up the equation. I hope you paused the video. I hope you tried. MON, 3x plus 14. That's degrees. LOM, 4x minus 20. And that's degrees also. Now, putting it all together, the sum of the two pieces is 155 degrees is equal to 4x minus 20 plus 3x plus 14. $155 degrees is equal to 4x plus 3x is 7x. Negative 20 plus 14, they're opposite signs, so I'm going to subtract. 20 minus 14 is 6. Keep the symbol of the bigger number. so it's minus 6. Add 6 to both sides. Okay, 155 plus 6 is 161 degrees, is equal to 7x. Divide by 7. Okay, 161 divided by 7 gives me 23. I'm not quite done yet because I've got 2 more angles to find. I'm going to use that substitution. I'll start with the first one. 4x minus 20 is equal to 4 times 23 minus 20. And that is 72. Okay. Which way are we going to do it? It really doesn't matter. Using a calculator, both ways are equally efficient. So I usually will take the 155 degrees and minus what I know for the other one. And that'd be minus 72 degrees gives me 83. For those of you that are good at mental math, I encourage you to work mental math when you're looking at these types of problems. So this is 83. Any questions? Okay, you've got 2 to do on your own. Pause the video and see if you can set up the diagrams and see if you can solve. So let's do the first one. Pause the video now and do number 1. Then we'll go through the answer. Pause the video again and do number 2. Well, I hope you tried. So if you're going to do the diagram correctly, IOJ, x plus 1, JOK, 5x minus 9. Remember, these are in degrees. What do I know about their total? Their total is 64 degrees. So x plus 1 plus 5x minus 9 is equal to 64 degrees. X plus 5x is 6x. 1 plus a negative 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. Keep the symbol of the larger, so it's minus 8 is equal to 64 degrees. Solve for x. Add 8 to both sides. Six x is equal to 72. Divide by 6. X is equal to, well, it'll go into 70 10 times. It goes into, and that leaves us with 10. It goes into 12 2 times, so this would be 2. Always double check if you're tired, if you're just thinking that you're not quite sure you got it correct, double check with your calculator. Okay, now let's find the two missing angles. So if I've got x plus 1, that's going to be 12 plus 1, which is 13 degrees. Okay, 64 minus 13 would be 51. And we're done. That one was not too bad to do with a lot of mental math. Then checking your answer. I don't think I need to check 12 plus 1 equals 13. I think most of us got that one. Okay, pause the video and do the last one on your own. If it bisects, what does that mean? Bisects means cut equally in half. So in this case, we know that the two pieces are equal. So if I'm looking at the measure of LOM, this is 5x minus 3 degrees. MON is 2x plus 21. And if it bisects, that means they are equal. So I can set it up 5x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 21. Now I'm ready to solve for x. 2x is smaller than 5x, so I'll subtract 2x from both sides. (3x minus 3 is equal to 21. Add 3 to both sides. Three x is equal to 24. Divide by 3. And x is equal to 8. Now, do we have to find both of them? No. We know that they are congruent. They are the same measure. So I just have to find one of the two. If I'm looking at this, I think I'll do the 5x minus 3. Because that is equal to 5 times 8 minus 3. 40 minus 3 will give me 37 degrees. (16 plus 21 is also 37. So, as you can see, this is very similar. The same concept is being used as we used in segment addition. The pieces add up to the total. How do you know you're successful? You know you're successful when you can apply the angle addition postulate.